Is this bitch recording? Oh. No, I ain't used to this shit. I don't even know if y'all can see me or not. This is Bill Keith with another video. My second video exact. Yeah. So my first video I did was more of a rant. This video is kind of like that. I'm trying to do something different. Out here walking amongst nature and shit. Feel good. A little bit too good for it to be May. Damn near June, but okay, whatever. Y'all gotta excuse my voice, that shit gonna go in and out. So, basically, one of the points that I was making in that first video was about my phone situation and about how a lot of shit that's been going on has been kind of weird. Basically, my phone went MIA. This is the first one. It went MIA. And me and my daughter was looking for it and couldn't find it nowhere. And at first, I thought I left it at the store, and we went back to the store, and basically it wasn't there. So, I assumed, when you assume, you make an ass out yourself, that one of them niggas that be posted up in that bitch had took it. So, no, that wasn't the case. So we are searching. Mind you, this is the day that we try to go and get our little nails and feet done, some mother-daughter self-care, duty type shit. And it was just wild. Now I know my daughter. My daughter's 10. And my daughter is not like most 10-year-olds. My daughter is very mature for her age. Very mature. She isn't the type that makes up shit. She's not perfect, but she ain't the type that's just gonna randomly just make up some shit just to make up some shit. So when I asked her about, did she have my phone? Because sometimes I let her hold my phone to keep up with it, because I done made a mistake of sitting that shit down somewhere. And when she was like, she didn't have it, but she was like, it was just in her pocket, I'm like, damn, where could it be? Because if it would have fell out her pocket, we would have heard it hit the ground, because it's a pretty heavy phone with the case. Now, mind you, I done told you we done went to the corner store. We done looked in there. Everybody talking about they didn't see no fucking phone. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So at this point, I was just like, fuck it. Shit, somebody stole the phone. I'm finna go and buy me another motherfucking phone. And we go to my house. Because I'm like, well, let me go just in case. But then I was like, it didn't make any sense because I had the phone when I left out the house. I know that for a fact. It wouldn't make any sense for the phone to be at the house. But I know we had it when we walked out the door. That was the whole purpose. Me bringing the phone with me in the first place. But the moment that we get to the house, and the moment that I ring the doorbell, because I'm in front of my daughter. Mind you now, my daughter didn't have it in her pockets. She didn't have that shit in her purse. She didn't have that shit nowhere. She didn't. Like I said, I know for a fact that she didn't. Because I'm like, I know my daughter, she's the type of person that's going to sit there and lie about no shit like that. She's not the type of person that's going to sit there and hide the phone and then be like, oh, you know, no. It was more of, I'm in front of her, she behind me. I ring the doorbell. I get ready to walk in. I ain't even walking the threshold. And she said it was like somebody had reached in her motherfucking pocket and put that bitch. When I say I turned around and that fucking phone appeared in her goddamn pocket, I bullshit you not, dog. Like, that shit materialized in her fucking pocket. And we just sit here looking crazy like, where the fuck the phone came from? Because she didn't have that phone. I know she didn't have that phone. And I'm not gonna lie, it makes a shit like this up. Because I know it's a lot of motherfuckers like, oh, I don't believe you. I don't believe in that type of shit. You ain't gotta believe in it. Just because you don't believe in something don't make that shit not real. But the phone appeared. And then when I examined my phone, I could tell it was like somebody had dropped it because it was cracked at the bottom, and then a piece of the case was broke. I'm like, what the hell? So basically, and this is the type of shit that goes down in the world of witchcraft and wizardry, that people can actually have the powers to cast spells, to make things appear and disappear. And some people even have the powers to summon different spirits of the dead and certain jinn to do their bidding for them and take things. Or you got people that can actually materialize themselves, make themselves appear, make themselves disappear. Either way it go, the motherfucker was there 1 minute and voila, it's there the next. And my phone was damaged in the process. So whatever or whoever took my phone in the process of them doing it, they damaged it somewhat. And I was like, damn, my phone wasn't cracked before. My case wasn't broke on the side before. That shit was normal. Yeah, it was kind of old. Yeah, my case and shit needed an upgrade, but my phone was fine. And then I started to notice that my phone was acting weird and it was doing weird shit. I'm talking about really weird shit. Like, it was really acting sus. I'm talking about static, stopping, pausing. Like, it was possessed. Like, it was doing whatever the fuck it wanted to do. And at this point, I had came to a conclusion that my phone was tapped. Now, in my first video, I was going off about the government, which I know them motherfuckers is watching me. I know they watching me. They been watching me. You know, they had a whole fucking government drone stalking my house for the whole summer, like a couple years back. So I know. But this is something different. This is somebody else besides the government. You know, I got my suspicions because it's between my mother, because I could only think that she would be someone that's more knowledgeable and more powerful enough to do some shit like that. Like, for real, she's the only one that I can think of. Now, I was thinking that my ex could have did some shit like that. But then I'm like, his weak ass, I don't think he that powerful. Unless he paid a motherfucker that's powerful enough to do this shit. Either way it go, it's between one of them two motherfuckers done sat there and tapped my shit. They did something to it, whether you actually put a device in it yourself or you put a monitoring spirit in that bitch, you know, trying to get in my phone to try to see, you know, what I got in my emails and my messages, because you trying to be nosy, because you motherfuckers is trying to see what the fuck I know when it comes down to my father. Or like I said, if it's that nigga down there in Atlanta, then I know you just doing it because you want to be nosy, because you want to find out who I'm messing with and who I'm fucking. To see if I done moved on from your dumb ass. That's crazy. But either way it go, I know they had something to do with that shit.